Claudia, congratulations on the win. I know not the performance you might have wanted, but how difficult was it with Randa? It had a very odd stance in the fight. She was very low. Was that difficult to sort of adjust to?
Yeah, my strategy was to keep standing, because I've been working my striking for the past 3 months with Mark Henry, and I really felt comfortable in there, and that was the strategy, and when I looked for the takedowns, I saw she was in very, very low stance, so I just kept standing.
Were you expecting her to have that stance in the fight?
I expected that because when she fought Carla Esparza, she did the same thing, so we were kind of waiting for her to do that.
Anything surprise you about her as an opponent?
She's tough, Ronda Marcos is a tough fighter. I knew she was going to be tough. I knew she was going to be in the fight for 15 minutes, and I played my game, Everything I did today in the octagon was new. I added a lot of new things to my game, and I wanted to show that tonight.
Were you satisfied with how the fight played out?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I won, and Ronda is, like I said, Ronda is a tough fighter. She fought the best of the best, and she's been there for 15 minutes with everybody. Like almost nobody finished Ronda.
Claudia, you talked in the cage how proud you were because people criticized your cardio, and you fought a good 15 minutes. Can you talk about what does it mean to you to say, you know what, I have worked on it, and I am doing good with my cardio now in my career?
Exactly, like people just don't know, They say things that they don't know. I have a great cardio, but sometimes it's other things that take you out of the fight. And it's been happening to me lately, It happened to me before. It's not going to happen again, like not having somebody speaking Portuguese to me in the octagon was a problem, and I fixed that, and I don't have somebody speaking Portuguese to me the whole time. I kind of disconnected in there before, with like paying attention for other things, and that made me look bad. So like a lot of little things that would take you out of your game that people would think it's your cardio, but I showed it tonight. I can do that all day, and I fixed a lot of little things in my camp, in my life, and in my style of fighting.
Where were you when the earthquake happened yesterday?
I didn't even felt that.
No? You didn't feel it?
I didn't feel it. No.
Have you been in an earthquake before?
No, never.
Oh, so totally missed it. Yeah.
What do you make of the state of the division right now? You have a big title fight coming up. Apparently, Joanna's coming back against Michelle Waterson. Tatiana Suarez has an injured neck. What do you make of the state of the whole strawweight division right now?
Well, I was a little surprised because I wanted to beat Ronda tonight and call out Joanna, because I feel like it's 1-1 and we gotta do a third fight, like she owed me that, she knows that, and I wanted to fight Joanna again, but I was a little surprised when I found out she's fighting Michelle Waterson now. So let's wait for them to fight, and I'll wait for that to happen because I really want to fight Joanna again.
Well, if Michelle Waterson comes out on top, would you take that fight instead of Joanna?
Michelle is my friend, we agreed to fight if it's for the title. I love Michelle. She's a good friend of mine. And I really want to fight Joanna.
Who do you see winning between Andrade and Weili Zhang in the title fight?
Andrade is a different animal. She's so strong, so powerful, and I even think it's not fair for her to fight in the strawweight division, because I've been there with her for 3 rounds, and I felt like a dude was on top of me.
Okay, really?
You talked about you want to fight Joanna again. It's been a few years since that fight. We know you had the rivalry. What is it about Joanna? Is it just the fact that you want to get her the victory specific, or is it because you guys just don't like each other?
We hate each other, and Joanna, I respect her as a fighter, as a professional athlete, but I don't respect her as a person, And I spent 8 weeks with her in the Ultimate Fighter, and it was a nightmare, like the way she is, the kind of person she is. And I feel like I beat her the first time, if everybody go back and watch that fight, I beat Joanna. And that was a nightmare for my life because I couldn't accept that loss, So I really feel like we gotta get back in there and do it again.
You switched up your training camps after that one. You were in, I think, Las Vegas, the performance level 2, and you were for Jackson League, and then now with Frankie Edgar. Where would you keep your camp? Would you just stay there with Frankie?
All right, so I spent over 10 years of my life training in Brazil. I thought I was going to be training there for the rest of my life, but then we started not agreeing with things that was happening in camp, and I decided to move to America. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I went to Albuquerque a little bit and trained at Jackson Wink, but I felt like I needed attention. I moved to Vegas because it's a nice place. Vegas breeds energy just like Rio de Janeiro, and I needed that to live a good life. So I moved to Vegas, but I feel like I need people putting time on me and training with me every day and teaching me new things and making me become a better fighter. That's why I went to New Jersey and I'm training with Mark Henry, Marlon Moraes, Ricardo Almeida, all these guys. They've been amazing to me. I feel like I'm growing a lot, and today I played a safe game. I played a safe game. I needed to win, but I have a lot more to show in the octagon.
Is it hard getting used to the combos that they call, like they say, like California or Philadelphia or something, as opposed, do you have to kind of learn all of that?
Say it again.
Mark Henry in the past was like with Frankie Edgar, they use like names for the combination.
Oh yeah, it's like I had to study. I never studied so much that much in my life. Like you have to know the codes and you have to really study the game.
Is there a book of all the codes that they use?
Yes, I have a whole book of like everything I wrote down for. Yeah, it's big.